So we're back to more Octopath Traveler. I found the Refuge Ruins, which I believe is close to the final secondary job shrine. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. It is stage level 50, so it is relatively strong. I'm hoping that the boss actually shows up immediately. Otherwise, I might just have to, like, look up a side quest guide or something in order to get the bosses to spawn. Because at this point, we already beat the game. We're just taking our victory lap, essentially. So, why not fight all the bosses? Right? I mean, what?
Let's see what you got.
We didn't fight too many enemies all too much in Ripper Ford, so I guess we'll go ahead and play around with these guys for the time being.
You're too kind.
Yeah, they're straight. Oh, everybody's just gonna buff themselves? Alright. What made you guys think you had enough time to do that?
You should have studied harder.
Oh, Cyrus, never change. What do we got here? Forbidden Blade. Okay. Apparently my enchanted sword is actually just better. 310 physical attack, 120 speed, occasionally increases target's physical attack. Well, that's okay, so it's a strong sword, but has side effects to it. Okay, sure. You get 10 more attack and far more speed. You lose your elemental attack and you can potentially buff them. So it's really if I wanted the speed for his divine skill, but his divine skill already is hitting for like 9,999, so, or generally around that when we do end up using it. So unless I break the cap on his damage, which I probably won't, it probably won't get much better than that. So for really only a 11 damage increase, not so much. And potentially raising a boss's attack power is probably not something I want to do. And I had found that blade like way earlier into the game before I had the gear that I had set up though. It would be a fantastic weapon. It's not even a bad weapon, it's just I have better at this point. Weak to dark. I did play around with our accessory items, which I had not touched in forever. Apparently I had like an SP plus 10 or plus 20 item on, which is basically early game stuff. Oops. Ah, well, we were doing fine with that immediately. I mean, I'm okay with that. It's just, you know, maybe we get multiple boss fights in this area. Somehow I doubt that. Maybe this is just a really short area. But considering we basically just walked in here and it's like, oh, here's a boss fight for you. Like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. What do we got here? That's a huge alligator? I don't know what you can call it. A gigante. Oh, of course. It's not an El Gigante. No, those are back in Resident Evil. Which we will have to get back to at some point. Though I want to stream it. Of course, whenever I try to stream, why don't you stream? Well, it's mostly because I need to die. Then be able to go ahead and do it. Which is not always something I have on me. Deal additional fire damage. It says deal additional fire damage as if the weapon's already going to do fire damage already. But surely that just means it adds that element to your weapon. Because unless you're using magic, they're not elemental based. Try sword on them? Alright then. I should have just gave people BP. Let's go ahead and find his weaknesses. Ice and wind. Well. What do we have here? Go ahead and continue to break down his block just a little bit. We have plenty of cover. We missed? What? Excuse you? Did you really just miss on purpose so that way I can break this guy in time? What a tease there.
I appreciate it. Really.
Now, if you would stop trolling. I can't destroy him immediately just yet.
Bring it on.
Ophelia's about to set me up along with Alpha here.
Imagine
Imagine if I could have boosted with using my concoctions and could have made like multiple in a single turn. Oh man, that would have been so good. Alright, so that's multi-attacks on you. Now I need the one that boosted so that way you could do extra damage. Alpha gets to move again, let's go. She's not going to get the BP that turn, but it's fine because she's still at 3. And she's faster than Cyrus. Even better.
Are you?
Oh, you're weak to daggers. It'd be a shame if I had a divine skill for that. 9,999. I'm basically positive that he could break that damage. If I broke the damage cap for him. That would also require me changing the skills around those. So we're going to go ahead and give him Alpha's Enlightenment. Since now he can break the 9,999 damage cap, let's see just how much damage this guy can do. Now, the boss's elemental defense isn't lowered and my elemental attack isn't up, so we could still do, and I don't have Crit of Blight, so we could do even more damage than what we're about to see here. But yeah, let's just see what a baseline version of this does with the Divine still added. Oh, just 45,000 damage.
Studied harder.
And keep in mind that we have the echo effect on there, so that actually would have been 90,000 damage on a single turn. Yeah, absolutely destroyed. Enchanted Rod. Okay. Oh, that is like way down there. Never heard of it. Well, I suppose now we have to check if there's another boss in this area. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen a second boss inside of a regular dungeon, but that doesn't mean we can't check. If that really is the final boss or whatever for this area, then we can go ahead and just look around for the shrine and do that as well.
Not bad. A passing.
Cyrus continuing to care about absolutely nothing and destroying everyone in his path.
Let's see what you got.
Alright, we fought you guys enough at this point. I was just showing you guys off, and then I started to get into the role of just destroying them as soon as they showed up. Well, it looks like there's another guy over there for me to fight. Can I really not get to that? I'm gonna have to go through the bottom, aren't I?
Let's see what you got.
Are these like zombie gators?
All right.
Giant gator. Oh, okay. Well, try out Thunder Rune, I guess.
Lightning.
Yeah, so it does apply to my weapon. Alright, I mean, I almost kind of wish Rune Lord came along quicker. Because then I would have actually been able to have access to elemental physical attacks rather than just straight up elemental attacks. I know, very, very hard to think that one out. You get what I mean.
Thus ends your lesson.
Only one person can have sorcerer at the same time. Believe me, if I could have had multiple sorcerers, every single one of my characters would be a sorcerer right now. Like, from what I'm seeing, it's actually just the best class in the game. Like, so far, I mean, we still gotta play around with the Rune Lord a little bit more, for sure. But, I mean, raw damage-wise, I don't see how you beat this. May as well try out Elemental Break. It definitely doesn't do the same damage, I will say that. Although it does staff damage, it doesn't actually do elemental damage. Which is probably why I didn't do the damage. I would have hoped that it would. Well, in theory, we might get a boss fight here, or a side story quest boss fight, maybe? Let's go ahead and buff up. Mind if I grab these? Off map, glossy gold coin. scrap of rope, force shield, weathered boots, and rusted cup.
Fair and well.
My traveling friend, I was inclined to think we'd be mean once more. There was hidden treasure here that belonged to some long-dead noble, but it's mostly all gone. Oh, but I'm not disheartened. Many a hunt turns out this way. We hunters simply move on to the next. Alright, well, if you say so, nerd. Alright, well, I'm not sure how you managed to get past the boss, but sure, okay.
An interesting dilemma.
I do wish there was like a repel system in this game or whatever to reduce some of these encounters. I know in Bravely Default you were actually literally able to control the encounter rate. So you could straight up turn off encounters and whatnot if you want to. You missed the chest back there. Yes, I'm aware. It's a brown chest, like the most who cares chest. So I think we'll be okay. Bro, I cannot hit these casts. Son of a, you're the only reason I was gonna do this one. Alright, well, time to go then. That seems to be like the only cat that shows up now, but maybe it's just because we keep staying in the like level 40, 50 plus areas. That's more likely the case. But we are seeing it more often now, but maybe that's just because we're more in the overworld than what we normally are. So the shrine should actually be somewhere around here in Riverford. It's just a matter of where, and I think I'm actually headed the right way. I want to say so anyways.
This is the beginning of your end.
That surprised my foe? Well,
An interesting dilemma.
really, you just want to give me a free kill? I suppose if you're gonna need it.
Thus ends your lesson.
Oh, that's so good. Can I really not go any farther than this? But clearly we see a chest over there, so we know there's a way over there. It's just finding it. And looks like we found at least a way to this chest, but now we see another chest on that side, so may as well look for that one as well.
Out of my way.
These last, like, Chapter 4 areas definitely felt as though they were looking for these lost classes. Not to say that you couldn't have beaten them I mean, clearly, as we've seen, we were able to beat the entirety of the game without using these lost secondary job classes, whatever you want to call them. But it certainly would have made life a lot easier. I mean, as we can see with the sorcerer. I mean, Starseer is definitely a good support. I mean, it's just like, how about Dancer, but just better? And basically all in one skill? It's like, yeah, sure, why not?
I'll make this quick.
They did similar things in Bravely Default. I believe there was like the Summoner class, and then there was the Conjurer class. And the Summoner class would summon beasts that did damage, but the Conjurer class would like buff your stats by like 1.5 times or something like that when you'd use the skill. It was pretty insane. But yeah, we were able to find the Shrine of the Warbringer here. So we will go ahead and do this one too, because that ruins just got... I don't even know how that was a dungeon, but apparently it was. So let's go ahead and just move on, shall we? Alright, so this last boss is the only step between us having all the secondary classes. So we're just gonna go ahead and have to wreck them, I guess. Weak to wind, huh? Oh, you poor souls. I can't even set up in time before Cyrus just kills them all. Don't really think there's a need to go fight these guys. 30,000? Well, was kind of hoping for like a weapon or something, but yeah, sure.
My turn.
I mean, surely we have more or less the best weapons in the game by this point. Or at least the top tier weapons, if not the best ones in the game. Oh, well, it looks like we found our way to the boss fight immediately, more or less. Okay, then. That works out. I may as well go ahead and do our setup here. I did buy more SP items and whatnot. Not that we realistically need them based on our latest performances. But on the off chance that we need them, they're there. We'll keep Alpha the Rune Lord. He'll probably continue to play support. But, you know, if we have use of them, we'll use them.
Out of my way.
Everybody's ready. Let's go. The voice echoes in your head. Hail, Trevor. I am Winnehild, Warbringer. Thou wouldst learn lost secrets I hold, then first thou must prove thy worthy. Step 4, Blitz Deals, divine power these. Oh, milady? It's actually Millennia? It is actually just Millennia, but Octopath Traveler Edition? Yeah, you start off with 2 turns immediately. Well, that's certainly a thing. Go ahead and analyze your weaknesses real quick. Oh, weak to light, or to wind and ice. Well, well, well. Do I have a bad time for you? Well, there's not really much for me to do here. I guess we could check for fire weakness, though it definitely would have been before the wind.
Well then.
I guess you can go ahead and check for the final one too. Why not? Dark 204,000. Yadagarsu. Okay.
Here we go.
A double hit plus poison ring. That's a little rude, don't you think?
Try this.
Surely that poison won't burn me out this turn.
My turn now.
You're just gonna go ahead and heal as well on the off chance that we need it. Yeah, no, you're just gonna heal everybody. You have like 900 elemental defense or something. It's actually quite insane.
No, you don't.
That was not meant to be defend. I suppose it works though. I can still get the poison off of Cyrus before she attacks. Counter position. Okay, so you reflect physical attacks. Phoenix Storm is just 4 hits, sure. Cyrus, we know you can do insane damage even through blocks, so shall we? Casual 15k through block. Ophelia, you definitely could have had this on him before he did that, but that's okay. It is what it is. For whatever reason, Cyrus is fast right now.
Try this.
She's about to attack twice. This is a little spook. Nah, she won't attack twice because of the break. Alright, you know, just another 21k-ish. Ophelia, do the thing. Not double attacks now. Single target. Let's go. I'm so hyped to see this damage. It's gonna be beautiful.
Heal.
Here we go.
Let's make sure he gets that BP back.
Try
Gotta
this.
get boost on boost on boost.
My turn.
If only you could lower elemental defense for me. Oh man, if only.
I'm ready. Are you?
I guess go ahead and just do physical damage. There's not really any setup I can do with it.
Time to steal the show.
I guess I could have fed him BP. Not that an extra 10,000 damage doesn't help. And you got patience proc as well.
Try this.
I don't know why I haven't given Cyrus patience. Oh yeah, I gave him all the sorcerer skills, so I was like, why did I not give him this yet? Oh yeah, just infinite damage. Yeah, that'll
the
do.
show.
That's another basically 20k from Therian by himself. Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful. Oh man, if I had the time to throw crit on myself too for this attack, I would. Let's just see this glorious damage. The damage cap is broken. I've kept that skill on him, so let's see. 17k, 18k, 18k. I mean, what was that? Like 50k-ish damage per use right there, so that's like 100k gone already. And give everybody BP yet again. Ophelia's at max BP thanks to all the patience procs, so now you can go for double attack turns yet again on Cyrus. And he has just enough SP to make use of it too. But just to make sure. Not that you can boost your other skill for him either just yet. Stands imposingly. Breathe, man. Well, that's why we have a revive skill, I guess.
Try this.
She just 100 to 0 me right there. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, I should have done a triple boost for you to heal everybody to full, but we'll go ahead and do it. Cyrus, you can go ahead and boost because you're getting fed max BP all day, every day.
Not bad. A passing.
Was that a 5-turn secondary job boss fight? Oh, okay. What is this build? It actually just breaks the game. Like, there's no boss that could do anything against this right now. There's actually nothing. Oh, you're higher level, so that way it makes it that much beat. Okay, even if we took my level, even if we took all of my stats, threw them all the way, put me at the same level as this boss, I'm pretty sure we still stomp it regardless. Like, I could be wrong, you know, if people want to test it out for themselves, by all means, come into this fight, same exact build, the lower level, see if you don't stop this boss, and be like, see, I told you, if you were 20 levels under, you would have gotten wrecked by this boss. But yeah, you know, I mean, if you want to prove me wrong, by all means, go ahead and attempt it. But unto thee, who has thus proven thy worth, I impart the lost secrets of the heavens. We can now become a war master. What does War Master look like? Yeah, War Master indeed. Literally can use every weapon in the entire game. Yeah, that would do it. Although, clearly still seems to favor physical attack over elemental attacks. But I mean, surely we have to put it on. Unleash a pull arm attack on a single foe, okay. Unleash an axe attack on all foes, sure. Unleash 5 to 10 sword attacks against random foes. You know, that is something. We never really got multi-hit sword attacks, and I guess we finally get it with War Master. Though, of course, it's locked behind a secret secondary job class and behind a level 50 dungeon at that, so you're probably looking at, like, bare minimum chapter 4 levels in order to actually get this class, which is pretty late, and it's a secret class too, which is a bit of a shame. We'll lock a skill behind all of that, but understandable. Unleash a dagger attack on all foes, so I mean, this is the divine skill without being the divine skill. I'm sure it's not going to have the damage of the divine skill, but it is an option. Unleash a staff attack, so this is just all AoE. It's not multi-hit though, it's all single. Unleash a bow attack on a single foe. Okay, I guess that makes sense, so that way Arrow Storm still has some viability. Nightmare Chimera. Unleash an attack on a single foe using a weapon of your choice. The weapon will be destroyed. This better... Excuse you? This better like one-shot a boss or something. Then what do you mean my weapon will be destroyed when I use it? Who thought this was a good idea? What? I mean, we'll still go ahead and level up Rune Man, because I'm still working on that one. SP recovery as a skill? Okay, I feel like we had multiple of those now. What makes this different? Upon taking damage from a foe, gain the amount of SP equal to 1% of the damage taken. So, I mean, even if you took 500 damage, you're only getting... What? I mean, that'd be 5... You're getting like 25 SP back if you take 500 damage? It's not bad, it's just not good enough. And it also requires you to take damage, so the skill literally gets worse as you get better in levels. Because presumably your level is going to increase, therefore your defense is going to increase, therefore you're going to take less damage, therefore you're not going to get as much SP back because now you're not taking the damage that you were before in order to make that skill more viable. So maybe not the strongest that I've seen, but yeah, that is the final secondary class. Gotta say, out of the 4 so far, just based off of what I've seen, now not necessarily fair to the other classes, considering we've had them for all about a video to 2 each outside of the Scholar class. Scholar just seems the best, and well, I'm not really seeing too much argument for why the other ones would be better than Scholar, but hey, you know, have that debate in the comments section if you really want to. Be like, actually, Rune Lord is the best because he has access to all the elementals as well. You only have to use a turn that immediately burns off one of your turns of your physical elemental skills, so that way you can only have 2 turns when it's really supposed to be 3 turns, but you know, it's like,
you
right. I think it's just too limited. Like, it has a lot of utility, yet it's limited at the same time, and I say that because all it is just modifiers. Like, the entire class is like modifier the class.
Can't we settle this thing?
The idea behind it is cool. Like, it just doesn't really feel like, unless you're going for a long, drawn-out fight, that it feels like it really plays to its strength. At least stuff like Starseer and whatnot, all the buffs are basically placed into one skill, so you can pretty much throw that skill on one person, and like they're more or less good for the fight, especially if it's boosted, it lasts like 9 turns or whatever. Like, you're more than likely going to have that buff essentially for the rest of the fight. Now, I guess you can boost with the rune ones, and that would make them last longer than the 3 turns. But even if you make that argument, then you have used multiple sets of boost in order to just apply the effect longer and not actually even do any damage on that first turn, at least. Of course, if that's going to be in a more drawn-out fight, now you've got 9 turns of fire damage against something that's weak against fire consistently, and you're not using infinite SP in order to make it happen, then there's an argument to be made there. As with the sorcerer, you're like, I'm gonna end this fight quickly or my BP is gonna run out and I have really no way of getting it back. Not quickly anyways. But thankfully the apothecary is just like actually the ultimate support. Like, they were like, oh yeah, Ophelia, you have healing and light magic and your divine skill's broken. And they're like, oh yeah, but apothecary, oh, I can use every element in the game, I can heal, I can give people SP, I can give people BP, I can use status effects. Like, the only thing that the apothecary really doesn't have is weapon typing. I mean, you just have axes. And you only have one AoE skill, being Last Stand, which is also a gimmick, and the fact that you have to have your HP low in order for it to do much better damage. But really, overall, I would say Apothecary is like definitely one of the most, I would say, most broken, but considering we just got the secret ones, of the base classes, I would say it's one of the most broken classes. just the amount of utility you get from it is insane. I mean, it basically allows you to target, at least so far as Elemental is confirmed. As far as Elemental is concerned, basically every weakness in the game so far as Elemental. And especially once you get access to Ruinous stuff, you can hit everybody's AoE for 2 times, or a single target for 3 times, plus it potentially status affect them. So basically you're just a scholar with less damage, but you can also do stats effects. Like, the class is just so good. Especially for being a base class. Like, it easily could have been, at least with Alphin's day-to-day skill. Apothecary not on Alphin, not very good. Apothecary on Alphin. Although, I guess that's more his day-to-day skill than the actual Apothecary class on him, but that's besides. Anyways, we've been ranting long enough here, so that is the last final secondary class, as far as I'm aware in this game. So, there's really just more ruins and side quests to do. I'll probably still make another couple of videos on them, going through them. Let me know in the comments if you guys still want to see me running through the dungeons and clearing out the bosses. I'll probably still attempt to do it. Although, considering how much we're wrecking the bosses, honestly, I mean, we've done what? Even that divine boss lasted like 5 turns or so. So, it's basically just going to be me running up to a boss and killing it in like 5 turns at this point. But just to show off all the bosses and whatnot, I'm not opposed to it. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that or not. I might still do it anyways, but your input is always appreciated. Nonetheless, I appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video, whether it's this game or another. See?